More? You want more, boy? I guess we can see what we can do. How about an R34? No, you don't want to see that? Well, tough luck, because you're seeing it anyway. So we're jumping straight into this one. No mistakes of holding back and just slowly going into it. We're jumping straight into the front bumpers and the arches and the ridiculousness that is the R34 GTR. Now, this car doesn't really it's one of those, what I was talking about, in where some cars don't have a massive amount of new parts. If not, I don't know how many. Obviously, it has new parts. It has the headlight customization, the rear light customization, the changes of the splitters can now be changed. Like, you can put a splitter on pretty much every front bumper that is available, lower or higher. It doesn't just restrict them all like it did in 2015. But this is more evident than ever on this car that there aren't on this car, there isn't a whole bunch of stuff added, being honest. Which, I mean, honestly, I'm not gonna make it different anyway. If there was a massively different options on this car, I would have stuck with the Nismo, the GTR V-Spec 2 stuff anyway. So it doesn't really matter to me. But I know I still wish there were a few more parts for it, something new. When it comes to front bumpers, for example, because honestly, that's the only thing I can really think of. Front bumpers and rear bumpers. The arches, there's a perfect amount. As you'll be able to see, there's a lot of options in here. And now that I spoke about it in the past, mixing and matching of the front bumpers, the rear arches, the front arches, you can change each part. So front arches and rear arches used to be assigned to a body kit. If you change the body kit, it changed everything, and that was it. Now the body kits do not exist in Need for Speed Payback anymore, and they are now singular options that you can apply to each part. So you can mix and match things, which is fantastic, which means you can get a completely different R34 to your mate. You're like, wow, those shapes and those lines are different. I know, because we chose different parts, you bloody... Anyway, it took me a while to find the wheels that you want to get for an R34. Let's be honest, there's a one special option that appears for this car that I don't think appears for any other car. If it does, I'm wrong. But seriously, these Nismo wheels are incredible, and if I ever owned a Skyline, I would aim to have something at least like them. Probably not them, because they would be very expensive. Probably just as expensive as the car is nowadays. If you don't know, it's about £60,000 for minimum for a decent one, which is very unfortunate. Anyway, one thing I have to say is when you set the color to black, I always adjust it a little bit, and some people are like, why do you do that? I like it to be a bit more visible, because as you can clearly see, that black is a lot more visible than the default black that was available. Didn't want to make them too big because it would look a little bit silly, like 50-inch rims. I do wish it said the size of them, actually. That would be quite nice. Anyway, I didn't have everything unlocked again for this one. This was one of the last builds I did. We were about to do some online races, and this is the car I decided to build. My race car. What other options did I have? Well, I had many options, but this was my option. This was the only option for the pants, okay? And it's the first build on this game. Normally on 2015, I put text on the tires on every single bloody option, every other single car I had. But this time, on this game, the cat is attacking the... Stop, okay. On this car, it's the only car I actually put the tire text on, because I didn't particularly want to put it on every single build like I did on 2015. Now, HUD options, it was difficult to try and decide because there was two options that were very similar. The Need for Speed option was pretty tempting, and so was this online racing option is also a good one. But I felt it was a bit too blocky. The Need for Speed one seems much more like the Z-Tune one, so that's exactly what I thought it was, a Z-Tune, until I just saw this gameplay back and saw, well, yeah, it's not. Anyway, splitters, many options for the splitters, like insanely big ones. I do wish there were some splitters that had the ability to kind of tie it to the bumper, as you know. Even if it wasn't properly attached, it's kind of half-out, I wouldn't care. Now, it's always hard to change the stock Skyline spoiler. It's very difficult, but if you see a massive one, that's probably the one I've already gone with. So, that's what I did. I went with the big. So this looks, I think, a million times better than my 2015 build. My 2015 build was great. Okay, tried to put the most wanted design on it. Didn't really fit. So obviously you're going to have to remap it, but it would work. I think it would look pretty cool. Having the GTR design on an R34 GTR design. M3 GTR design on an R34 GTR would look pretty nice. Anyway, I had to put the pants sticker on there. I wanted to make it similar to my 2015 version. I'm going to do a proper one based on my 2015 Skyline R34 GTR that I used like every video. I'm pretty much going to make another one, and I'm going to make it Paybackified. I'm going to make it magnifique, okay? I want to make it the best Skyline I've ever made. So I'm going to spend a lot of time building up one. Now, I wanted to make a Knobheads logo. There's no Knobheads logo in the game. So, please, someone make a petition to add the Knobheads logo in Need for Speed. If it gets added in Need for Speed, I'll make some Knobhead stickers and I'll give you one for free. That's probably a lie, just so you know. Anyway, needed to make the Knobheads logo on there, the opposite side. So the cheap way to do it. This was the cheapest way I could have done it. I wanted to do it a little bit more better properly. It was possible if I got the right color to do colors matching and everything, but I was being lazy. I wanted to just get it done quick, lickety split, quick. You know, so I just chose a random blue that I found that didn't match the color of the blue at all. Alright, it did. It was pretty close, and at a distance, you can't notice it. If I put it in the thumbnail, you probably didn't notice that it was just a blue square over the thing. There is a much better way to make it, alright? Totally honest. But I was being lazy. I think in the future, we'll just put a line there, skew it, line down, line across, and the N. And then we have the Knobheads logo. But I wanted to give it a go, see how I did, and quite frankly, part of me wishes I didn't. Next up was to put the black square over the hood. That's the thing I did on Need for Speed 2015. Before, glitching it and removing the hood completely along with the front bumper. So I think going back to it looks fantastic, and obviously I can put neon underglow on this, and I can put custom horns, air suspension, all that kind of stuff, so you know it's going to be done. I don't even remember what neons I put on. What neons did I put on this? I think I might have just stayed with the blue. If I did, that was a wise choice, because the car's blue. It would be cool if you could have like black neons. Physically probably impossible, but hey, a man can dream, right? I mean, hopefully. So there's a lot of neon options, as you already know. I'm hoping that I can get some of the crazy neons pretty quickly, just so, because you know I'm only going to build the R34 probably earlier than any other car. Probably not going to do another build video on it, because that would be absolutely useless. I've already just done this bloody build video. But on the Let's Play, you'll see like, and I've built it or something. I'll do some funny meme editing, and you'll see that it's instantly bloody built, because I don't want to rebuild it again. But here is my finally finalized R34 GTR visually. I have not done performance mods to it or anything because, well, I did afterwards, but I can't show you that. But I'm quite happy with how it turned out. It looks a lot better in this game than it did in 2015, which was difficult because 2015, the R34 build I made looked bloody brilliant, mate. Anyway, if you did enjoy this video, please, my friends, be sure to smash like, subscribe if you are new, and Payback gameplay for those that are asking. It's coming soon because the game's out soon if you didn't realize. I will see you guys in the next video. Until next time, peace.